Welcome back to Session 0, where I discuss Dungeon World every Wednesday. But today's only Tuesday. Today's video will be a bridge between my first Brianne solo session and tomorrow's session, and a sneak peek at the dungeon Brianne will enter. Mainly I want to get a few things out of the way and display the dungeon, because solo sessions are long enough anyway, and I don't want this adding to that runtime. The big one is, at the end of Brianne's last session, I completely forgot to do the end of session move, so I'll do that now. The only XP I'll get from it is learning something new about the world, which will take her up to 5 XP. As per my updated solo hex crawl rules, I'll review my narrative from last session, which I record with Google Docs. Brianne was warned of the troll, orc, and goblin situation in the region by a ranger named Medlin. This caused her to attempt to sneak through the terrain, but she was discovered anyway. She fought a couple skirmishes with goblins and took a lot of damage, but was able to get through that hex. Now I come to the travel decision. Will Brianne travel or stay where she is? She's going to stay where she is for the moment and interact with the current hex a little longer, but just long enough to heal. She'll use poultices and herbs to heal 7 HP, taking her back up to 9. Should I have used a healing potion instead to get her back to full health? Maybe. Only time will tell. I asked the Oracle if there were any other goblins or orcs nearby and got no but. No, there aren't any enemies near enough to worry about, but that doesn't mean she won't still encounter any. I'll reflect on this, i.e. update the narrative, then choose to continue, which sends me back to the travel decision. Based on the no but answer, and the fact that when I asked which direction she should go next, the answer I got was to the dungeon, Brianne will travel southeast. She knows there's a dungeon there, which used to be a smuggling tunnel in and out of Ison. I asked the Oracle if it was a quick journey and get yes and. No encounter. I did the faction check, and none of the factions will be in the new hex. I choose not to interact so I can move on to the reflect and continue phases. I updated my narrative and won't continue, and since I haven't really done anything this session, I'll skip the end of session move. I used my dungeon worksheet, which you can see in last week's video, although I have adjusted it a bit, to create this dungeon. It's called the Garden, but that's just a special codename. This dungeon is really the smuggling tunnel of a thieves guild that was ruined by an earthquake. I can add Brianne's backstory by saying that she knows of this tunnel because her father was a thief in the guild. I pulled themes from the Foundation, but also from the details I added when I first randomized this hex in my solo hex creation video. It had an earth elemental, so that's what made me think of Ruination by Earthquake. Because it's a tunnel between Ison and the forest, it makes sense that it has 2 entrances, so I made it symmetrical. There is the possibility of goblin or orc enemies in the first progress column because this side of the tunnel is in the forest with the goblins and orcs. Finally, I added some plot points to the unique areas, which you didn't see in the previous video. When you place a unique area, you also consult the card's rank and add the appropriate plot point to your description of the scene. These add a bit more randomness to the dungeon because they're not coded into a specific unique area. If the characters engage with a plot point, it's added to the ongoing narrative. If not, it may become a danger in the future. Either way, these could lead to entire new adventure fronts. That's all I really wanted to do with this video to shave some time off of tomorrow's solo session. You know what to do if you enjoy my content. Thanks for watching, and I hope you come back tomorrow to see how Brianne fares in this dungeon. Have a great day.